I'm not sure if my name rings a bell. It possibly doesn't, but I'm an Ipswich local. My name's Glenn Twiddle. I'm not sure if you've seen historically, because I did actually get a lot of publicity as a local who got some global successes. And I even got on the front page of the QT a couple of times with my relationship with Arnold Schwarzenegger, because whenever Arnold came to Australia, and we've done that on multiple occasions in Sydney, in Brisbane, he would have my company and my business do the marketing for him. And so his brand trusted me to represent their brand. Certainly the same thing is true of Richard Branson, Gary Vaynerchuk, Mark Burris, some a who's who of some of the global, some of the most globally successful people on planet Earth. They entrust me and my company to do the advertising for them and the marketing and represent their brand out there in the marketplace. And I've got a very select number of real estate agents across the country that I hand select them and I choose to work with. And if you're watching this, then I'm guessing you're sitting there with Simon. And I'm so stoked to have the opportunity to have a quick yarn to you about potentially what you're going to get above and beyond what you would normally get by working with a real estate agent. It won't cost you anything more. Like, it's going to be literally no cost, because Simon's picked up my bill for me, for you, and we'll be able to put your property in front of the right buyers. And as I was talking to Simon about it, I even thought to myself, I might even have a buyer. Again, but don't get your hopes up on that. But I may have someone already. But we'll be able to put your property and do the marketing, get in front of, the right buyer for you. It's not all of Australia. There's not 25 million people that'll be interested in buying this. There's probably 4,000 to 5,000 buyers across the country that would be the right buyer. We'll put that property in front of, say, 200, 300,000 people audience size online in a digital capacity, showcased in the best way. And I won't go into the nitty gritty of that. Simon's going to be working with me and my team in order to online put that property in front of those right buyers at a cost per eyeball that's like the cheapest advertising media on planet Earth, because the world is addicted to these devices. Right. So we need to have a strategy that isn't just throwing it up on realcommercial.com.au or, whatever the business equivalent of that. And so you don't just want to have a hope and pray strategy. You want to get it so it's in front of as many eyeballs as possible that might be able to buy it, to find that 4,000 to 5,000 that are a genuine good match kind of buyer for the property. So we'll be able to do that at a cost that is far less than a typical, because that's the thing, I'm not going to charge Simon. He's already paid me for my services. All we're going to just need is the contribution to the actual ad spend, which as an advertiser, Facebook and some of those online platforms, especially Facebook and Instagram, we found Facebook for us 45 pluses. Facebook is the platform on these devices that we live and breathe on. Sure, there are others like TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat and all of those things, but they skew younger. So let's talk further. I'm really interested in how your discussion initially goes with Simon, but I did just want to introduce myself. And certainly when it comes to real estate, I've got a vast deal of experience in that space where I help real estate agents market their homes that they are selling. And of course, by working with me and my team, rather than a typical real estate agent will just throw it up on the website and hope, we outperform what most of those other real estate agents do by factors, not just by nuanced little amounts, but by, one of my clients just the other day, and it's top of mind because I only just got the reporting of that, had a property that the owner would have been happy with 650,000. Now, I know we're not talking about those sorts of figures with your property, but just think of the percentages here. 650,000 was what the owner wanted and expected that the property was probably worth. And my client asked, what would be a dream price that you're not going to get, but that if we achieved, you would be thinking that I walk on water? And that figure was 725,000. And my client, with the strategies that I'm describing to you now, putting the right property in front of the right buyers, acquiring those leads through the right media and all of that, she ended up getting $770,000. So that's $120,000 more than that owner thought they were going to get. And that's because of correct positioning, of the right targeting, putting in front of the right people, then with the right negotiation strategies in order to get the job done. Now, Simon's got the negotiation strategies and that side of it handled. Simon and I work together to put it in front of those eyeballs, and we end up getting you a figure that is the most the market will pay. And so, I look forward to those ongoing discussions, and I hope that just like Sir Richard Branson and Arnold Schwarzenegger, that you see fit that the skills and the team, because I've got a team of 8 people who work in my Facebook department. It won't just be me, of course. I have a whole marketing department that mine and Simon's efforts go to the creative, what video we're going to do, what still graphical pictorials we're going to do, what copywriting we're going to do, and all of those things. But then those ads get monitored on a day-to-day basis by my team so that we leave no stone unturned. We make sure all of those inquiries are funneled into Simon so that he can ascertain whether they're worth bringing for a tour of the venue. All of those ongoing day-to-day things get handled, and you'll be in really, really good hands. And there's a small chance that I might have a buyer already. But that being said, you don't just want a buyer. You want multiple buyers to fall in love with that property so that there's almost a contest for who's going to pay you the most for it. So anyway, all those things I'm sure Simon's going to go through with you. Thank you for listening to me give you a little bit of an overview of what mischief we potentially could get up to. So until I see you, I hope that's been of some interest to you. Look forward to working with you if you deem it appropriate. It'd be my honor, and I can't wait to catch up. Until then, bye for now.